if the number of balls in a triangular pile is to the number of balls in a square pile of double the number of courses is 13 to 175, find the number of shots in each pile. So now in this problem we have one triangular pile. Okay, and let us say that the number of courses in triangle pile is n. So we have another pile which is square. This has 2n courses, right? So what is the total number of balls in triangular pile? We know that it is going to be n times n plus 1 times n plus 2 divided by 6, and over here it is going to be 2n times 2n plus 1 times 2 times 2n, which is 4n plus 1 divided by 6. Now the ratio of this is to this is given as 13 is to 175. So we can see that this 6 and 6 will cancel. We have n here and n here, so it will cancel. So once you cross multiply, you will get 175 times n plus 1, and n plus 2 is going to be n square plus 3n plus 2. This is equal to 2 times 13 is 26 times 2n times 4n is 8n square plus 2n plus 4n is 6n plus 1, right? And now we see that this is a quadratic equation that we have to solve. So this is 175 n square plus 525 n plus 350. This is equal to 26 times is it 208 n square plus 156 n plus 26, and 208 minus 175 is equal to 33. So this is 33 n square minus 525 and 156. So it is 50 minus 6 is 9, and you get 369 n minus 350 minus 350 plus 26 is minus 324 is equal to 0. I can divide this entire equation by 3, so this becomes 11n square minus 123n minus 108 is equal to 0. So now we have to find two numbers so that the product is actually equal to minus 11 times 108 and the sum is equal to minus 123. So I can write minus 11 times 108 as minus 11 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. So if I combine 11 times 4 is 44, 44 times 3 is, yeah, so it is, so minus 132 times 9 gives us minus 11 times 108, and minus 132 plus 9 gives us minus 123. So minus 132n plus 9n minus 108 is equal to 0. So you get 11n n minus 12 plus 9 n minus 12 is equal to 0. So finally you get 11n plus 9 times n minus 12 is equal to 0, and therefore you will get n is equal to 12, because n equal to minus 9 by 11 has no meaning. So we have n is equal to 12. So what is the number of shots in triangular pile? It is going to be 12 times 13 times 14 divided by 6 is equal to 13 times 28. So 13 times 8 is 104. 13 times 8 is 104, carry over is 10. 13 times 2 is 26 plus 10 is 364. And the number of balls in square pile is going to be 24 times 25 times 49 divided by 6. So you have 24 times 5 is 100, and 100 times 49 is 4900. Okay, now let us look at problem number 15. The value of a triangular pile of 16 pound shot is $51. If the value of iron be 10 shillings and 6 pence per 100 weight, find the number of shots in the lowest layer. Now, actually this problem is not very difficult. All we have to do is just understand the old British currency system. So because this book Hall and Knight Higher Algebra is very old book, so they are still using the old British currency system. But in order to solve this problem, I'll tell you what it is. In the old British currency system, 1 pound is actually equal to 20 shillings, and 1 shilling is actually equal to 12 pence. So therefore in 1 pound there are 240 pence. Okay, it is D is actually for pence. I don't know why they use the abbreviation D, but it actually means pence. Okay, now similarly CWT is actually called 100 weight, and the conversion unit is 1 CWT is actually equal to 112 pounds. So with this knowledge, what we know is that the value of the iron is, this is actually equal to 10 into 12, 120 plus 6 is 126 pence for 112 pounds. Okay, so the value of iron is 126 pence for 112 pounds. Now what they are telling you is that they have spent $51 on the complete triangular pile. So we can find the total weight of iron in this, right? So we know that £51 is actually equal to 51 times 240 pence. Okay, and if we divide it by if we divide this by 126 pence, we will get how many CWT, right? We will get how many CWT. Now, so let us, so this is 51 pounds in pence. Now if we divide 51 times 240 divided by 126, we will get this many CWT of iron, right? We can buy this many CWT of iron, and if we multiply this by 112, we will get that it is these many pounds, right? So right, so we were here, so this will come out to be let us use the calculator for this one. I'm using calculator to save time, but you can 10,880, right? So it is 10880 pounds. Now we know that in the triangular pile each shot is of 16 pounds. So how many shots are there? We know that total number of shots in a triangular pile is given by n times n plus 1 times n plus 2 divided by 6. Okay, we know that this is equal to 880 divided by 16, because 16 is the weight of each shot. So this will be 16 times 6 is 96, 680. Okay, so now we have an equation to solve, which is n times n plus 1 times n plus 2 is equal to 680 times 6. Now we know that this is a cubic equation and it's not going to be straightforward to solve, but what we notice here is that these are three consecutive numbers, so we have to just, if we can represent this product as a product of three consecutive numbers, we would be done. So let us try to find the factors of 680. Okay, we know that 680 is divisible by 2, then you have 2 again, 170, I can see 17 here, so we know that this we can write as 17 times 10, so this we can write as 40 times 6 times 17. So because 17 is a prime number, we know that one of the product has to be 17. Okay, so one of the numbers has to be 17, so definitely 40 times 6 can be then simply written as 40 times 6 can be written as 20 times 3, or you can write it as 4 times 5 times 3 is 15, and 4 times 6 is 15. So we have 15 here. and 16. So we know that this can be written as 40 times 17 times 6, and this can be written as 15 times 16 times 17. So our n is equal to 15, and we are done. So the number of shots in the lowest layer is going to be n times n plus 1 by 2. This 15 times 16 by 2 is equal to 15 times 8 is 120 shots.